Hi, ladies. I wanted to give you a couple of tips about doing reports, running reports in your virtual office. Now, I have been doing this since the day I joined, so I highly recommend it for you guys to keep track of you and your team and also for your team members. So feel free to share some of this information with them. Obviously, they won't have anybody else to check in on and see their numbers and things like that, but keeping up with ourselves is pretty valuable tool. So keep that in mind and you can talk them through some of these reports. So when you go to reports in your back office, you'll see a lot of different options here. This is where you can manage gift certificates and see gift certificate numbers, if they've been used and that kind of thing, how much is left on them. See your commissions, the things you'll be paid on the 10th and the 25th every month, and then also the historical aspect of that and what you have been paid. In incentives, you can see start swell and wishes come true incentives in this area, but I'll show you where you can also see that information in reports. And then contacts, this is where you can go in your back office and see, I don't know why I got off on the contacts, I guess because I was doing incentives, sorry. But back to reports, we have historical downline that's anything from December 2016 and previously, and then current downline January 2017 and forward. So for this purpose, I'm going to go to historical downline and choose something that only shows me so I don't show you anybody else's private information. So when I'm going to go to March 2015. I'd only been a consultant for this was my second month, and I want to show you a couple of places you can go. First, if you have a downline, which means you have a person or two or three on your team right here, you can go to the right hand side and click that little pink envelope, and that's how I email all of you very quickly from my virtual office. This information that's in this report can also be downloaded into Excel, and when you put that into an Excel file, it will have their address, their join date, their birth date, all kinds of good information. So that's a document that I download every month and have on hand in my files just so I can easily go back and look at that information. But what I wanted to talk to you about today was the tools. And over here on the left, when you click this like a contact card, you'll see the person's consultant ID number, their address, their email address, all kinds of information like that, phone numbers. And so that's where I go if I need to send you guys something and I don't have access to my addresses and things like that in other places. So I really like that little contact card. But the statistics are what I want to talk to you about mostly tonight. So when you click on that, you have several options of reports. The two that I use most often are the personal volume history and the start swell statistics. So this is where I go when someone first joins, and I can easily get their dates to write down on their start swell flyer, and I mail that to them. And I will continue to do that for everyone who joins our team. You do not have to worry about that. I send them a catalog that's blank, it doesn't have my information on it. And right now I'm sending the summer style guide, and I also send the my information so they can contact me, but also the Start Swell flyer so it shows them all their different options. They're going to get one in their kit, but on this one, I write in their dates for them and then they can just have it from the get-go because I try to send that out at the day that they join or at the minimum the next day. So you'll see the dates right here and see their current volume and then anything that they earned previously. So you can keep track of how often they earn a Start Swell. The other one is the personal volume history. This one is really cool when you're trying to see if that person has qualified yet or how close they are to qualifying. So you can see all their history, and then you can see their total amount that they've entered in PV. Any of those things, you can choose to run these reports into Excel and have that information. So just wanted to show you that very quickly. And remember, you can do all of this for yourself and see your numbers. And remember, we have a fiscal year from June 1st to May 31st. So if you wanted to have a certain goal by the end of that fiscal year, this is that personal volume history is where you could go to see where you currently are. I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions about anything I just showed you, be sure and let me know.